Hey, Nigel. Did too hard, bruh.
Super honored, man. Shout out Nigel. Shout out everybody here. Shout out Unspoken. We in the A.
Shout out to my boy Jeter. That's what we drinking on, Jeter Readers. Make sure y'all get y'all some Jeter Reader, man. Hit my boy up. For real. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Unspoken Atlanta. I'm your host, Nigel Armani.
It's your girl, Snoop J.
Yeah, man. We got a new. What we gonna call this?
A new setup.
New setup. We got Kim and Toke in the back. We got them. I don't know if you can see them or not. They ain't switched yet, but we're gonna be adding them to the show a lot more. With me and Ash. Something new. Kick it off for our 20th episode 20, matter of fact.
That's crazy.
So we celebrating that. And we got some other stuff we got to talk about too. I do got some announcements. Starting, I think like August, I want to say like the second week of August, we're going to start back releasing episodes for the TV talk show. So make sure y'all be looking out for that. It's going to be a vibe. But this is going to be our 5th season, so we're going to be trying to, this season going to be a little bit different. I think with our topics, I want our topics to be more, what can I say? Mature. Just you can see our growth. If you watch our season, if you've been a fan of us from the start, then you've seen our growth from the beginning. So this year it'll be real different. We took a little longer gap than we normally do, as far as a break, but I think it was much needed. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing our cast members. They've been ready to come back for a while now. So yeah, how you feeling, Ash? Nice to good to see you. I ain't seen you in a couple weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks. Couple.
Yeah, right. Okay. I'm pretty good. I started back work last week. I'm kind of still trying to get that together. But outside of that, I've been feeling pretty decent. I get in these weird moods sometimes where I just kind of feel like, I don't know, moody, like a female.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I don't know if just the age with me getting older, my social media, like sometimes I just feel socially exhausted. And, you know, I think that kind of comes to with like what I consume on social media as well. That's just kind of draining in some moments and sometimes. You know, you try your best. I think it's just inevitable. You try your best not to compare on what you see on social media, but you can find yourself sometimes comparing and getting in your head. And like the break that I had this summer, I don't know. It wasn't bad, but I had too much idle time that ended up kind of having me spiraling.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm finna get back into therapy because I think maybe it's just something. I was feeling like I might have been like highly functioning depressed on the low.
When you say females and stuff like that, like what you been thinking about? Like what's been having you
just
on
life,
social media?
You know, just
like,
life. You know, you see
babies and shit like that.
Marriage, engagements. It's been a long time since I've been in that bubble feeling a little weird about it, but I don't know. It might be too that my birthday's near and I'm like, I'm about to be 32 and it's like, oh shit. I don't know. I just kind of get in that warp and I'm like every time you open up social media, somebody's engaged, somebody's having a baby, somebody is announcing their baby, announcement or something. And it doesn't necessarily make me feel like I'm behind the curve, but it then just kind of makes me wonder like, when? Will it? Yeah. Is it? How is it going to? When it does come, will. Did I miss the opportunity? You know, like those type of thoughts be running through my head. And then, you know, of course, trying to date as well and trying to be as open and intentional and as feminine as I can be. You know, in some settings, in some spaces, you're used to the bullshit and you try not to project it, but it's sometimes hard not to just have that defense mechanism up of being like a hard ass.
I think I had that feeling for the first time when I went to this. I done been to a lot of baby showers.
Same.
But this last baby shower had me thinking just about overall, like my life and where it's going and where I wanted to go, honestly. I had a couple of them thoughts, like you said, about like, did I miss out on a couple of people that I probably should have took more seriously? And then I woke up and I was just like, right, back to...
Nigga, then I woke up.
Back to reality.
But men, I feel like y'all have a way of masking certain shit. I feel like a lot of men mask certain emotions by putting all of their energy into like their work or their job or whatever to allow them to not have to focus on reality. But shit, it's just like life is really, it's just going. It ain't stopping.
No, it ain't stopping.
And it ain't stopping for you because you ain't made the mark just yet.
I think we be taking our time too much. Like we kind of, I think now these days, like we starting to get like too comfortable.
But that's the scary part because it's like it ain't nothing promised. Tomorrow ain't promised to us. And it's like, if you leave this earth tomorrow, kind of the question is, what did you leave?
Yeah.
Did you say that you lived your life, you know, experiencing some of these real life experiences that people maybe in your circle or people that you see on a day-to-day basis? Like, you know, people fall off the grid on social media and be like, damn. They'll pop back up and be like, I'll be damned. I didn't even know that she was gone, but now this is why you was gone, because you was doing X, Y, and Z. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I watch, this is so random, but I watch Pop the Balloon or Fall in Love. Do you watch that?
No, what is that?
You know the show that be on YouTube where the folks be popping
Oh,
the
Pop
balloons.
Yeah.
It's really been like,
I was thinking about doing something like that. But
it's really been my thing lately. And I enjoy it.
They don't be like mature.
No, but
like,
listen though, that's the crazy thing, because she started, Arlette is the lady who's the host.
The dark skin lady.
No, like she light skin.
It might be another one.
It's several ones, but this girl that I'm talking about, she's the originator of it. So they done, like, she's based in Arizona, but they're now doing different cities. People are copying her method and doing it in different cities. But Arlette is the original one who has people kind of fly out from all over the states and come to Arizona to find a match. And it's her and her husband that produced the show. So she's the host and the husband is kind of behind the scenes doing the producing. But she just recently, she does like whoever matches on the show, she does like an update with them to see things work out, the things not. So just like today or the day before, one of the guys and one of the couples that matched, he proposed to her on the reunion, and it's just her and the couple. And he proposed to the girl on the reunion. So I was like, that was so cute. And they haven't even been dating, I think, like maybe 5 or 6 months. So it's like, shit, it can happen. I mean, that quick. You know, I think in my age or back in the day, I kind of thought like, shit, 6 months is a little too soon to get to know somebody.
Would you be upset that he proposed you at a reunion though?
But it was just the two of them.
Oh, okay.
It was very. She was in the. It was only 3 people there, so she was in the middle, and then it was.
So it wasn't like no thing.
As evidence, she had no clue. I seen the snippets, but now I got to go home and watch the full episode. But
I feel like if you meet somebody on like something like that, you can propose, do something like that. But I know everybody.
But it's very few relationships or very few couples that actually go that far.
Oh, okay.
So I think that gave her an instant drive to be like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this, because you know at some point people are looking at that shit like, this shit just for the fucking shits and giggles. But it's people really out there finding a match.
I just don't be liking the balloon stuff, man, because
it's secondhand embarrassment. Ooh,
it's
shit.
embarrassment. The reason why they be popping their balloon, they be popping their balloon because somebody else popped the balloon. Now I want to pop. That's what women be doing. Be popping their balloon together and shit like that. Yeah, then
it's a bit cringy.
It be a little like the reasons like your pants might be too tight, or like I be seeing like little they be petty as hell. Why they be hopping their balloon?
But it's like it's supposed to be like speed dating. So what she kind of wants people to do, if you're not initially attracted to the person off rip, go ahead and pop the balloon. If you ain't feeling the person, go ahead and pop the balloon. Some people hold their balloons because they want to hear a little bit more about the person. But yeah, she like, okay, speed dating. If you like them, keep it. If you don't, pop it. So I mean, people got their preferences.
You would do it? You want to get on there?
I don't know. It's cringy. Because if
I
go out there and the balloons get to popping, I would look like that nigga without the neck. Boy, what the fuck? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all go pop that balloon on me like that? I would be like that. Because but the thing is, like, when you watch it, it's such an assessment. Like, you see the women that come out and the way some niggas will
pop the balloon.
It digs at your ego, because like some women that come on there and get their shit popped off rip, it's like 8 niggas up there. It may be 3 out of the 8 pop their balloon as soon as the person come out. So then Arlette comes and she says, okay, so why did you pop your balloon? What's your name? What's your age? Why'd you pop your balloon? And they be like, some guys be trying to be nice. Like, you know, I just wasn't physically attracted to the person. But then sometimes the women get a little embarrassed and then try to come for the nigga jugular, because then Arlette be like, okay, well, is this somebody that they'll ask the bachelorette or the bachelor, like, is this your type? Is this somebody that you would approach? And then it won't be like, absolutely not. And it's like, damn, bitch, you ain't got this thing. Like, everybody got their own preference, but you don't have to come back with another jab. And men be doing it too, and it's just like,
it'd be hard to eat it though.
It's hard to eat. That's what I'm saying. It's just because I think what happens is, it's like, nigga, you're not even my type, and you're fucking popping the balloon on me. Yeah. Or like the guy be like, bitch, you're not even a female I would even go for. You're popping the balloon on me. Or women will be up there and they'll hold the balloon and not get popped, because then Arlette brings it on the Bachelor or the Bachelorette and tell them to pop who they not interested in. So then if, say for instance, it's 5 different bachelors or bachelorettes there, and you constantly, each round, you constantly getting your balloon popped, oh bitch, I got to go. You know what? This ain't for me. Because it's 5 different people saying they not attracted to you. It was one lady on the last episode. I felt so bad for her. Because I think it was the dress that she didn't have one that was flattering. It was giving older.
Yeah.
She didn't really look,
But are the guys, are they?
So it was, this was
too?
all women. And then the bachelors came out. It was 5 bachelors that came out and chose who they wanted to link with.
Oh, okay.
But this woman never got picked, but every bachelor popped her balloon. And they would give the reason, and like, I don't really like your hair. The makeup's not necessarily fit. Whatever.
Yeah,
and the poor lady just eating them. I'm like, girl, say something. Stand up. Just say something. She can't
say something every time though.
Yeah, she didn't say anything at all.
That's crazy.
So it's just kind of like, you coming on that show knowing that you're gonna pick you're gonna get put with the hope that you get picked for a first date. So dress accordingly, But Arlette does have a lot of the women standing in heels, which the episodes are like an hour. And if you standing in heels for a full hour, waiting on the next nigga to come up, I can get why some people want to choose comfort. But it's like, come on, sis, you're going to have to thug it out and get a little cute and make sure, because this is going to be on YouTube. She gets 2 million views.
I seen that, yeah.
Each episode. Yeah, and then the people, some people really lock in with her and lock in with certain people that they really like, and then it becomes like a matching for them. So like people who are viewers like me that's watching it that may be interested in the nigga that's on the shit, like, oh, let me see what's his Instagram. And you can go to the person's Instagram, follow him. And then some people really skyrocket off of it, some don't. So that's been my little guilty thing that I've been watching over the summer, and I just enjoy the fuck out of it. But
you like that better than 20 vs. 1?
Hell yeah. That 20 versus 1 shit ignorant.
Bro, I seen one yesterday, a clip of the 20 vs. 1. It was a Kendrick Lamar lookalike. I don't know if you saw that. It was a Kendrick Lamar lookalike.
I don't watch it because it's just ignorant.
But the girl was one by one kissing That's crazy. No, it was one dude. It was a Kendrick Lamar lookalike, and he had a lot of girls.
20 girls.
Each girl was like kissing them like back to back. I'm looking at it like, bro, what type of shit is this? Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. It's starting to get raunchy.
It's like starting to get like too. I'm like, it can't be that easy, y'all.
It is. But I'm saying like the type of women that be on there on that 20 versus 1.
It be young girls. It be 20,
it do.
It be
or
20,
girls that's trying to get put on.
They're trying to get viral.
Yeah.
Women do like attention.
Why you always gotta put it up? Clearly, he like attention too. Letting all them hoes kiss on him, and don't know where
they gonna look at wrong though. They ain't gonna look at him wrong. They gonna look at the women wrong. It's just what it is.
Whatever.
I think you gotta be careful with those, man. I don't know if I can do a 20v1 though.
I don't think I could do that pop the balloon shit. That shit's just, it's just secondhand embarrassment. I be cringing for them. I be like, as soon as you come out, Arlette asking questions about the person, niggas popping the balloon and she asking the questions. It's like, oh no.
Hell no.
No. And one girl on there who got popped because she was too successful. The niggas on there was like, one nigga was like, baby, you a bill and I know I can't afford you.
Oh, that's a blessing. But I know what you mean though.
But it was just, I think she was just kind of taken aback because she's like, damn, because I keep myself up.
Nah, I'll take that as a compliment. I ain't need you no way.
Yeah, I guess.
What's you, man? We got Tokyo and Kim in the building. How y'all doing, ladies?
Ooh!
Hey.
What up? How y'all feeling?
Pretty good.
You been good?
Yeah.
How y'all week going?
Mine's been back and forth, but it ended off pretty good. My Friday was a good day. It was date night.
Oh.
I got dressed up. Something about that dress. My ass was
Assing.
It was
assing.
And it's crazy. I didn't even take no pictures, but that's the thing. Like, I don't pull out my phone when I'm having fun.
Yeah.
So y'all not gonna see nothing with that dress. Well, I'm gonna wear it again, of course. But I got another version of it.
Yeah, you gotta send me the link.
Yeah, it's cute, and I'm gonna buy like all the colors.
All the colors.
It's like it just looks good. It's like, why not? But no, yeah, and I was anticipating today because I was like really looking forward to today's episode. So everything's good. I'm good.
Me too. I was looking forward to today too. I've had a pretty good week. I had a summer camp with the kiddos.
Yeah, I seen that.
It was really fun. I went to Whitewaters with my daughter. I had a date night Friday.
Ooh.
That went
It's
well.
7 p.m. Friday.
Hey, how the fuck?
Listen.
How the fuck is that your man when you out here with me?
That's
No,
funny.
it was really good. I've had a pretty good week. Good week so far. I get to rest this week before things get up and revving back in school. But yeah, it's been a good week for me.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
Great.
Yeah, so Tokyo and Kim, y'all, they both been with us for a while. For the people who our first time meeting them or seeing them for the first time, they've been here since the beginning. But we trying to give them a opportunity to be able to shine as well, and also help the conversation flow as well with me and Ash. So this is something that we want to add for, I guess, for now on. I guess until we change that, but. Looking forward to that. Y'all look beautiful back there as well, ladies.
You sure do.
Thank you.
You sure do. Shining, shining, shining.
Thanks.
What's up, though? Talk. What you got?
Oh, take it away, Kim. Oh, do I need to go back to that?
Yeah. Go back real quick. Oh, look at these pictures.
Thanks.
Okay, so we have collectively come together and we're really moving forward with the idea of just relationships when it comes to Unspoken. And that's any kind of relationships when it comes to dating, any kind of business relationships, co-parenting, friendships, work relationships, just all the things. So on that note, we want to start with you two. And we want to know what is the relationship between you two? How did it start? Let's just start there. How did the relationship between you two start?
You go ahead.
I met Ashley trying to talk to her best friend. Honestly, that's how I met Ashley.
Where at?
We both went to Fort Valley State University. Shout out to the Wildcats.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I was there. I was I'm a year older than Ashley. I was actually a counselor. I used to play basketball too as well there. But the reason I was there for the summer when I met Ashley was because I was hooping and I was also showing new students around campus. And I bumped into Ashley and her best friend, and we've been cool ever since. I mean, she had her own friends. I had my own friends, so we really didn't get as close until after we graduated.
We were still cordial though.
Yeah, for sure.
Throughout college, because Nige used to throw parties and all types of shit. So we used to always go. But yeah, child, we were me and my best friend were freshmen in college, and at Fort Valley, if a lot of people don't know, they do like a freshman week, and all freshmen come to the campus early before the actual students come to the campus. So me and my best friend from high school ended up going to college together, and we were walking, I think, first off, you know, when you go to college, baby, you just try to figure out where the niggas at. Fuck all this other shit. I don't care what the campus look like, where the niggas at. So, yeah, we seen Nigel, and my best friend was like, oh, yeah. That me. I said, okay, all right. And, you know, their relationship blossomed, and we became very close, even after they stopped talking or whatever, but we still remain close throughout the years. And then Unspoken just kind of made our relationship more fruitful. So yeah, that's
Ashley. I think I said it in the first episode, though. She was the first person that agreed to do the show with me. As not even the pod, I'm sorry, for the TV talk show before we got over here. She was the first girl. I was sending a lot of text messages out to people, guys and girls, just people that I friends that I done grew up with, whether it was in school or work or whatnot. And seeing who wanted to be a part of the show. She was the first one to say yes. And we just kind of just been kicking it since then. She been the most consistent cast member on my show. And yeah, it's been going good. We done seen everybody ups and downs. We done see the growth within each other. Yeah, it's been over 10 years.
Yeah, so, well over 10.
Yeah, so it's been a vibe since the beginning.
Yep.
What y'all thoughts of Ashley? Because you know what thing about it is, y'all met Ashley through me, so I want to know what y'all thoughts about Ashley and how did y'all?
You flipped it.
What's up? Talk to me.
What?
I wasn't expecting that.
Right.
I mean, Ashley is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like,
agreed.
Thank you.
I was just telling her just how proud I am of her because of her consistency and how she continues to present herself and her business and her brand and, you know, who she is. And, you know, I hear you talk about, like, I mean, we all have struggles internally when it comes to the world at large, but like just hear you talking about it, sometimes it's like hard to believe almost to some people, you know what I mean? And Ashley is one of those people where it's like, hey, you really, you know, you hold yourself, your composure as well, you hold yourself up like a lady in every aspect and in every room that you step in, like you demand the room, you know, people know that you are here. So that's my thoughts. You ain't going nowhere with me. I don't know what you plan on doing with me, but I'ma still call you.
You know you my bro.
Yes.
Thank you, Kim.
Absolutely.
I I love Ash.
That's my great hoe.
Listen, that's a bad bitch.
Thank you.
Like all around, not even just looks, like everything, personality, the way she hold herself down, and like it just personality. I tell her all the time, if I like girls, it would be her. She would be the one. And like, I still be trying to make her a third, but that's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother story for another episode.
You're trying to climb up that tree.
I just want to watch. I just want to watch. I don't have to participate. I just want to watch. That's it. That's all. Whether it's my man or hers, I just want to watch. So, but yeah, that's how I feel about her.
Okay, well, wait. While y'all talking about me, y'all go just give me my flowers. The flowers was upon and unrained on me. What do y'all think about Nigel? How do we put our big tall baby, right? Our little tall baby. What do y'all feel about Nigel? Because honestly, too, y'all should say how y'all know Nigel and how y'all met Nigel, because I don't think a lot of people know.
Same, yeah.
So me and Nigel have known each other since we were teenagers. Yeah. Me and Nigel used to sit at the breakfast table in high school. He played basketball. I was a cheerleader at Miller Grove. East Atlanta Zonsies, what's up?
Oh, God.
So me and Nigel been knowing each other for a minute. Like, what is that? 20?
2000.
More than 25 years at this point.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's
we
crazy.
met each other, we really started talking like 09.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we've been rocking for a while. And, when it came to Unspoken and everything, I was immediately on board. Like, yes, let's do it. Especially because, in the beginning, it was like a reunion almost. Everybody coming back together, having these conversations. It was a reunion for me because I hadn't been, in the circle of everybody. But me and Nigel's relationship it's flourished, but me and Nigel always been locked in, on a personal level, I guess, when it comes to just athletics and, building each other up and being in the same circle, but not necessarily in the same circle, but knowing the same people. So it's always been love, and I've always wanted to see this and him thrive. So that's our relationship, and it ain't gonna never stop. Ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere with you either.
Facts. Big facts.
So oh man. So okay. Yeah, don't nobody know this. Okay. I was actually talking to a cast member of Unspoken. Not gonna say who.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And just out of support of him, I started watching the show, but I was like, this shit is dope. And so I started like reposting it. And then Nigel fucked with my support of the show. He reached out to me and was like, yo, whenever you free, come on the next episode. And I was like, sure, why not? And so came on the episode. I shot 2 episodes that day. And then after that, we did 1 episode, and my apartment was right around the corner from the spot that we shot at. And so a couple of the people came by. Nigel found out that I had another camera. And so my camera became camera 3. And then I just started shooting behind the scenes from then. And I just been here ever since. What was that, 2021?
That's before the pandemic. That's like,
So
2020, 2021.
Yeah, 2020, 2021 is when I met Nigel. Actually,
was it that? I thought it was a little bit earlier than that, but I guess maybe so.
It was season 2 she came around.
Yeah.
She wasn't there for season 1.
But we started
season 1 was 2019.
I thought it was 18. Okay, it was 19.
2019.
Okay, all right,
then we went to pandemic year, and then we came right
Did
back.
we not record it all during the pandemic?
We didn't record it all during the pandemic. All I did in the pandemic was make a TikTok and post all the clips that I made from the first season and repost.
We didn't record once in 2020. We did.
But the pandemic was not a full year though. It was it was maybe like
that month. One in Atlanta was March, and that was it.
It was up until maybe August, September, because we went back to school.
Yeah, so I think we did film. I think we filmed like that towards the end of that year. We didn't film, but I couldn't do nothing. Like that was the time I was kind of upset too around that time when, and I'm gonna go too deep in that, but that was the time where I seen everything starting to go viral on Instagram and stuff, and people's podcasts were going up.
People were starting to use
because everybody at home watching TV. So I really do feel like wish we would have had some content to post during that time.
During that time, yeah, because that's all everybody was doing when nobody working.
Yeah, everybody was at home.
So yeah.
But it is what it is. What's up, man? What y'all got next? What y'all got next on the list?
So, let let me correct myself. First of all, I did my math wrong. It's been 15 years, not 25. But it,
it sounds good in the moment though.
What you look? You said,
It's been
where was I
15.
going with
yeah.
I heard 09 and I was like, I don't think that's 25, but okay, I'm gonna let you ride. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
don't let me ride.
Okay.
Don't let me ride.
I don't do good with math, so that's why I didn't say anything because I couldn't give you the correct number.
It sounded good though.
It did. It sounded
did.
great.
It sounded real good. I mean, 25, it'll be here before we know it.
Absolutely.
It'll be
for
before we
sure.
know it. So, your relationships. What makes y'all so tight? What makes y'all's bond so? What makes this work for y'all?
Honestly, just as simple as just a friendship. I try to support all my friends as much as I can. There's very few people that I actually can call my friend. I feel like she's one of them. There's nothing that I probably wouldn't do for her if she asked. Sometimes she don't have to ask. That's just how I treat every female that's around me. But yeah, I think she was the first one I asked. She was the person that I knew that liked to talk and liked to do the podcast stuff. So I already knew that she was gonna be somebody that I wanted to bring on to the show and to the network. Yeah.
I would say I think I hold you accountable too. That allows us to, you be a little upset sometimes, but I don't be caring. But I think that makes, I think whatever I say is coming from a place of love, and I don't mean no, ill will behind it. But I think that with over the years being able to see you build Unspoken up, from the bottom till now, it's been rewarding to see. And I feel like sometimes you just need those people in your corner to continue to keep pushing you to be the best that you can because you have all the opportunities to do it. And like I said, I don't think Nigel's ever been mad at me. He might not say it, but I think that the conversations that you and I have, or when you ask for my advice, I offer it, and I offer it with the intent of knowing, I want it to flourish in the best way possible. So I think that's the reason why we're able to keep the friendship and keep the working relationship going so well, even if we have to take, a little time off to reconvene, reset, whatever. And sometimes Nigel don't be wanting to do that, but sometimes that's what's most needed, just to kind of recalibrate and get ourselves back together.
If there was one thing you would change about the other, what would it be?
Oh, shit.
So much.
I don't know.
So much. Let me think.
I don't know, your list might be long, but I don't really got nothing I would change about you. I think I like you exactly who you are. I think a lot of times I just gotta be careful with how I say things, like, because I know sometimes it may come off as a little sarcastic or I don't know. I guess I just gotta watch, because you ain't the only person. I just think with women in general, like, I be a little harsh, and I don't be trying to. But I don't know if that's what she.
No, that ain't what I'm finna say.
Well, it's not. So yeah. But with you, I don't really have. I want to change the thing though. Honestly, I want to change.
Oh, such a
one
cute,
thing.
nice answer.
Right.
For real, I want to change that.
Well, I got one for you.
I appreciate it. Well, no, go ahead, do your thing.
Your ass is hard-headed.
I
Woo, Jesus, bull-headed. You are so hard to sometimes convince. Like, this is, if we being transparent, this is what I wanted us to do for episode 1. I wanted people to really get to understand who we were, because we hid behind topics, and topics are just topics. I don't feel like people can really grasp who we are. So, when I did initially present the idea to you, you heard me. You gonna listen now. You gonna do that. You're going to listen. I don't take that away from you. Do you comprehend it when I tell you what I tell you? I don't think so. But you hard-headed, and I just be wanting you sometimes to be like, to understand that maybe I should. Okay, she's a part of it. She's a part of it too. Maybe I should take a step back and figure out a way to where we can both benefit from this opportunity. So, like, when I tell you certain things, or I ask, like, or suggest, like, maybe we should do it this way, just be like, okay, I'll get back to you. You be like, yeah, okay, all right. I'm like, okay, Nigel on board, and then we get to it, and it's like,
But
did
I
this
know.
nigga like me?
Okay, what you just said, I agree with. But it wasn't that I didn't want to do it. I think honestly, things just happen over time. Like, and you're right. We should have probably did this on the first episode. I think with that though, my mind I gotta do a lot, bro. So I be needing that. I don't want to put it on y'all, but I might need that little extra help to kind of stay on track with what we were talking about, how we're gonna deliver
Got you.
things. Because when I get here, my mind be on two different things. Then I gotta remember what Ashley said about. I'll be like, bro. That's why I be listening to it. I be hearing it, but if it ain't written down on the board or in my face every single day, and then on top of that though, it's not that I don't want to go crazy, but with the hard headedness, but it's because I be having stuff in my head that I be visiting throughout the week, and then as soon as I get here, it like changes, and I just don't be so quick to be wanting to give it up. But I'll be like, I have to.
But that's
though.
that's what working relationships are.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? We all working collectively together. We're gonna have to find an even ground. And that's how, like, it's obvious that whatever you done conquered up in your head, it's been solidified, sealed, and can't nobody see the open envelope but you. So I'll be like, okay, Nigel, never mind then. You got it.
No, you're right.
So I
got
that's
something
one,
working
that's
on.
the only thing. I'll be like, oh, he's so fucking hard headed.
I will say that was I appreciate that, Nigel, that you admitted that like you could use our help.
And I think that's the thing too. Like, yeah, you do a lot of the manpower of setting up the cameras and making sure everything is where it needs to be and stationed and whatever. Allow the ladies to be the brain. You can use us to cultivate what need to be cultivated. Because a lot of times we talk about this a lot. Women see things very differently than what men do. You know, so being able to lean on us because we are a team, it would allow things to flow even better. So like today, we didn't even fuss with you. You didn't even fuss with us. You didn't even give us no. All right, you got it. You went ahead and put that board back where that board needed to be, and you allowed the ladies to, you know what I mean, just take. And now it's just flowing.
Right.
You know, it's not a concern. It's not an issue. It's just flowing how it needs to flow.
I was just gonna add, just to that whole point, just leaving room for our ideas. You know, I think like your visions are amazing, you know, and I think it's that tug and pull of us as women. We are always trying to make our man's or, you know, the vision come alive. You know what I mean? And that comes with a level of communication. It comes with a level of understanding what you're talking about, you know. And so we can do that for you. We can bring whatever you need to bring to life. But, you know, just leaving space for, okay, I have this in my brain, but I know they might think left. So let me prepare myself for what they're going to bring to the table, you know?
Yep.
So with that,
I got trust issues too. That's one of my issues I'm working on. And it ain't just with y'all. It's just it's not that I don't trust y'all. It's just in general. Like,
It's your own defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you go right, then if you think right, then and we say left, then you like, nah, I'm just gonna go the way.
yeah. I think because I'm just more comfortable.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Uncomfortable makes you change. Change is uncomfortable thing. So when you're uncomfortable, that means you're growing.
Yes. On that note, what's the biggest area that you have seen? What's the biggest area of growth that you all have seen in each other?
that's a good question.
I think for me, I how can I say this? I gotta make sure I say it right. I think one thing that I mean, honestly, like what you said earlier, Kim, her consistency. I don't want to say that you give up, but as any person, I be having my days too where I be like, yo, F this, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to bring it up or try to discuss it or whatnot. But I know a lot of times because I be trying to talk to you about your business and stuff like that, you only want to talk about it. And I get it, you know. But through that, like we were saying, the consistency of keeping it going, finding a new identity through it, finding new other ways to be creative. I think that's what I mean, and that's what I look at in you when when we brought up the golden ticket. I don't necessarily mean that we need you to get us to the top, but I feel like you are very talented, and sometimes you don't give yourself enough credit. And I just be wanting you to like embrace it more, and I feel like we're doing that. That will make the show more of what it can be. But yeah, I think I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of the woman that you have become in these last 10 years.
Yeah. Long time.
Yeah, we all been going through our own situations. We all got personal things that we got going on, but Just to see that every time I see you, you always have a good attitude. And when you don't, I know you ain't pulling up. So
Cause I can't fake the funk.
Cause we all can't. So I
Yeah.
get it though. We all
Yeah.
need our moment. So I get it. But yeah, I'm good with that.
What I admired the most about the growth, is that what the question was? What was it?
What's the biggest area of growth you've seen in each other?
Okay. So I would say, I think your willpower to push through over the last year, maybe like year and a half, you know, with what was going on in the film industry and all of those things, to where you lost your job and you really didn't know what was going to be what. You didn't know when this was going to come back, the uncertainty of things. I think that you still pulled up for Unspoken. You still wanted to film. You still kept a positive attitude in regards to everything that may have been crumbling around you. And it just kind of seems like you still found a way to make a way. You know, you never really spoke too much about it, nor did you show us anything different than the normal Nigel. But I really do admire, and I'm proud of the growth of you just being persistent. Like, life be lifing. And that was something that was extremely unexpected. You didn't plan that to happen. You didn't know when it was going to let up. But you still kept going with Unspoken, which just says a lot, because this is your baby. So for you to be able to just carry it on your back and still keep trying to be positive. And then to me, it seems like even in that time, without you working, you still, Unspoken was able to kind of blossom in other areas and bringing other people onto the show. Like, what's his name? Oh, Lord. What the boy from LA?
Lil Russell.
yeah.
Lil Russell.
Because wasn't that during that time?
That might have been, during the pandemic.
Yeah. Well,
not pandemic, but during the strike. Yeah.
And just networking, like you know, also too, like your ability to network. You're not afraid to really go to these things and do networking. And I'm always down for, you know, networking and putting ourselves in different rooms. But persistence, your persistent attitude, demeanor, you don't really show. I don't think I've really seen you mad. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever seen you mad. But yeah, I think that you just being able to keep going, like, that's not something that people can easily do. And not to say that we are counting on you and rooting for you, but for you to just be the collective to just pick up and say, okay, y'all, we're gonna film today. Even though you got life shit going on. Like, you know, this could have been lights out until you got yourself back up and running with Unspoken. But that Pussy Valley chick is coming in, and it's coming in hot.
Something like that. Something like that.
Said something like that.
Something like that.
And since we are talking about like the good qualities of each other, like, what do you think is the absolute best quality of the other person?
Oh, damn. We're going to be saying the
And
same
it could have been what you already said. And
Yeah.
what is, and we can just move on.
Yeah, I would say the same. I think, like I said, persistent. I mean, I'm a female, so I don't really know, like, when your emotions in it and you just don't really know what's coming next. I don't think I would be able to uphold Unspoken. I probably wouldn't be able to do that because, yeah, like, and you know, you were picking up jobs and you were just having to find ways to maneuver, like to find us a way to even still record with a schedule that you don't really have no control over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes, some of it, I ain't gonna lie, some of it was, if you was to ask my mom, she would have told me I should have been stopped doing this, honestly. But it's just like, I can't, like, I don't like giving up on things. Like, even when I watch the landscape of like our peers, like, I'm seeing like a lot of shows stop. And I be asking myself, like, wow, it was good. Like, that was actually a good show. Like, why you stop it? But you don't know, like, what they're going on behind the scenes, you know? And then, you know, I always, like, joke. And it was funny before we started this pod, like, when we did our first interview on Fat Nasty, I picked a post, like, we showing y'all how not to stop after 10 episodes. And then we went through our little hiccup, and I was sitting here like, damn, no. They can be trying to be funny, and it really could have been us, like, but just, I think through all this, this is my, I ain't gonna say therapy, but I enjoy doing this. Like, I like creating the content, and it's not even this, like, with anything, like, people who follow me on Instagram, like, my Instagram, you barely probably gonna see me on this, probably gonna be somebody else on my Instagram, but that's me just creating content. I like to create moments for other people, I do that a lot with my friends. But yeah, I wasn't gonna stop this shit, dog. Sometimes I probably should be stopping, and probably the smart thing would stop. But I've been finding other ways to kind of like keep going, to keep motivating myself to keep going. Sometimes sometimes I need to, what's the word? I need to protect myself from myself. Did I say that right? Did I say that right?
Maybe.
Yeah. So I get caught in that sometimes, but just like anybody else, we got our ups and downs, but we try to keep through it, keep fighting. I just see I know where this can go. Like we done had too many conversations with people that and not even on the show, people that came to me and told us, you know, they like what I'm doing. They see they enjoy watching it. They like coming even from cast members on the other side. So that's kind of been keeping me going with this. And then also I'm trying to find some other ways to make some money outside the film industry. So
yeah,
this is another obstacle, another thing that's keeping me motivated within this podcast space, because I really see ways that we can grow, and also our businesses can grow as well.
I think, you know, a lot of times in these creative spaces, we, you know, like that persistence and that will to like keep going, it's most of the time it's another person that you've built up over time, you know, and both of you all have that as it relates to like your businesses and, you know, just who you are on a more personable level, which a lot of people may not necessarily know. You know, you put it on the forefront, but we would like to know so we have Snook J. So who is Snook J in comparison to Ashley?
Oh, wow. So I think that it's funny because I've had this Snook nickname for a very long time, since like high school. And anybody that calls me Snook, I know that they don't know me for real. I think Snook is the character that you see on social media. I'm not gonna say it's a character because it's truly me, but it's like the outer layer of me. You know, funny, inappropriate sometimes, you know, like just extremely like a hard barrier in a sense. I'm like, it's just a crusted shell. Like Snook is just like, oh, I know Snook. Oh yeah, Snook from social media. Like it's just a layer. But Ashley, she's just a very dainty little lady, even though I'm tall, but she's just extremely soft. I'm like this big ass gummy bear. Like I'm just a soft ass, like bad. So like Ashley is who people will see in these spaces. Like y'all know me. Y'all hear my conversations. Y'all know the things that I talk about. Snook is more private. You would look at Snook and think that she doesn't have all of what's going on, but Ashley is the one that's more vocal, the one that's more telling of who she is and how she feels when she feels how she feels in the moment. Yeah, Ashley is really the true core of who I am once you get to know me past the Snook. And a lot of people don't know me past Snook. They just see me out, you know, out in the streets or whatever. And Snook is also like the turn up girl, let her go to brunch, let her vibe out. But Ashley, like Ashley's the girl that like to be in the house, let her be baited up, booed up, kept, cuddling, snuggling, you know, just like a legit teddy bear. So that's the difference. A lot of people tend to have a perception of me based off of social media, and they think that's who I am until they actually get to know me. So dates can kind of sometimes get a little finicky because niggas think it's one way and it's not.
So Nigel Armani, who is that compared to Nigel?
You know what? It's no difference. It's me, Nigel Armani. Nigel, it ain't no difference. Like even when I started to think about making an Instagram name, like I had my first and last name on there originally. Like, and I took my last name. My mom, I ain't gonna tell I'm tell y'all story. When I had my mom called me one day, it was like, yo, Nigel, why you got your full name on your Instagram? I was like, what you mean? Why I got my full name on Instagram? Because at first I had Nigel Armani, but like, you know, right up under it, I got Nigel Armani Dominic. And she was like, you need to take your last name down. People be searching for you and all that stuff, but just keep it Nigel Armani. And I was just like, all right, well, I started doing that. But it ain't no alter ego. What you see on Instagram, what you get in real life. Like, it ain't no shit coded. Like, I like to make content for people on Instagram and stuff like that. A lot of times I like when I hang out with my friends and they have their little situations going or we go out of town. I'm probably the first one making little videos of us kind of vlogging it a little bit. So you see that a lot on my Instagram, and then you see Unspoken. Unspoken is me. For people that I would say that don't know me outside of Unspoken, I don't know. I mean, I'm an athlete. I've been an athlete my whole life. If I wasn't doing this, I probably would be in the gym. If I'm being honest, this production stuff just kind of came upon me when I got into the film industry in 2016. And then when I did that, I started wanting to do my own thing and started wanting to have my own little production company, and I started filming, and I started falling in love with the camera. And yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get from Nigel Armani.
So, aside from what you all do, how would you describe yourself?
And I'm real quick. I put this question because one question I hate people asking me is like, who are you? Mm-hmm. So it's just like, and usually when people ask you who are you, we start listing off all our accolades and what we do and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's like who are you? And it's like, well, I do this, I do that, I do that. So it's like, aside from what you do, like, how would you describe yourselves?
Dude, what a loaded one.
I know.
How you said? How would we describe ourselves without saying what we do?
Mm-hmm.
It's deep. Because that's your first go-to.
I wear my heart on I feel like I wear my heart on my sleeve sometimes. I think that would describe who I am. I'm an Aquarius. I think sometimes that could come off because I don't really feel like Aquariuses have good names outside in these streets. Like when people say Aquarius, I feel like they be like, "Damn, for real." Like,
I don't think so.
I be feel like I ain't never seen nobody. You rarely hear people say they have great experiences when it comes to like dating Aquarius. It's like it's always oh, you don't really care. You be acting like you act too nonchalant, and sometimes I do though. And sometimes we can be a little cold hearted and act like we don't care, but majority of the time we care. And I think that's me right there. I think a lot of times I could be. I can act like I'm not gonna say I act like I don't want to be there, but I can act like it's not a big deal. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes I can just act like I'm not really interested, but I might be interested. That could throw a lot of people off. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm a cool dude. I mean, I'm very well spoken. I like hanging out with family. I'm a family guy. I'm about my business. Yeah, I like to build stuff when I ain't doing nothing. Like yeah,
Bob the Builder.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That wasn't very marketable for somebody that may be interested in Nigel.
Why you say that? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean,
so when somebody says, well, how would you describe yourself? You would say Nigel is. You remember back in the day when you used to have to do the acronyms in English, and you would have to spell your name out and put a trait that go with the N, a trait that go with the I.
I'm real hands on. I'm gonna say that.
Hands on.
I'm real hands on. Real hands on. I like to use my hands a lot.
Okay.
That sounds.
Go ahead. Maybe I just went straight over my head.
The moment he said that, all I could think is
that was
he
kinda
a fan.
like,
Please excuse my hands.
Nah, in a good way though.
No, I know.
I think I'm a late bloomer. That's funny, but I was thinking about something else though.
Nonchalant. That's in.
Loving, caring, like to travel. Which one we put that? I like bowling. I like activities. I mean, I like going out. I like working out. Like I said, if I wasn't doing this, I probably would be in the gym or hooping if I had the time. I like to, hang out with friends. I think I cherish that more than anything. Honestly.
Okay, we tried, y'all. So I would say Ashley is dedicated. Whatever I kind of put my mind to, I usually try to see it all the way through. Gentle when comfortable. I'm a gentle soul when I feel comfortable.
Parentheses around when comfortable.
Huh?
Parentheses around when comfortable.
Right, exactly. Heavy emphasis on that. Dedicated, hardworking, they kind of go hand in hand. I think I'm funny.
You can be.
I think I have charisma. I have a lot of charisma. Well spoken. I feel like I'm also well versed. I think you could put me in any room. And I can kind of shift chameleon. Maybe say chameleon. I feel like I can camouflage into any setting fairly well. I like to travel. Well traveled. I think I got some brain sense too. I got a lot of common sense, a little hood sense on that.
Damn.
Dependable. I got a lot of sense.
No, not you.
Oh, talking about Judas. And then dependable. I think that I'm extremely dependable. I think I'm one of the friends that, or I think I'm a person that if you call me and you need me, yeah. Oh, and I'm a woman of my word. If I give you my word, I'm gonna do it. I don't usually shift shit. Yeah, and I'm genuine. If I put you call you a friend, I can make friends. Like, not saying everybody is my friend, but I'm friendly.
Yeah.
And I'm inviting. But if I really consider you my friend, I think that I'm pretty genuine.
Let me ask something. I think most people.
Take none of my
No. I think I would say I'm very sociable. I like to host the events and bring people together. I enjoy that a lot. Like I said earlier, like I think it's important of like making memories. I like doing that with other people. Like, for instance, everybody in here, I probably got like a whole catalog of content outside of Unspoken, like from just years just hanging out. So I like to do that. That's just one of my hobbies.
Okay.
Y'all okay?
So what's something that you want to leave the audience knowing about this this new approach, this new kind of not format, but this new reimagined setting, how we're moving forward? Just what's something that you want the audience to know about what we're doing now?
I think the whole point of us originally was to do the podcast was, yes, we want to talk about relationships and entrepreneurship and all that stuff, but it was really just to get to know us, really. I felt like me and Ashley both felt the same way. Like, we felt like with the other show, even though it's good, it could be a lot of moving parts. And sometimes it makes it hard to kind of get to know our cast members. So I feel like for us to build a genuine following and fan base, they gotta know who they talking to. So I guess with this one, it's just more so getting to know us, more intimate. We want to still be able to highlight things that's going on within our community, whether it's entrepreneurship or hot spot stuff like that. But we also want to keep it the main thing. I also want to say, try our best to stay as consistent as we can. I think that's one of the things that people enjoy about our channel. We're gonna have something come out, and that's what I've been trying to maintain with that. But also with this, try to bring something new. It's a lot of new things that's gonna be developing as we continue to shoot, and I'm just hoping that y'all will be able to watch us grow and try to continue to having the best show in Atlanta.
Yeah, so I would say, I think with this new approach, I would hope that we'll be able to portray a deeper lens of the unspoken parts of us. Maybe dive a little bit deeper into us. I mean, parts that we don't speak about, maybe. Things that kind of make us think that doesn't seem so, not necessarily staged like today. Like, we kind of had to sit and think before we actually spoke. I think we were doing a lot of like current topics and things like that we were already able to have a perceived idea about it. But I think having this type of dialogue, I forgot to say one other trait describing me. I'm a sapiosexual. Sorry, I like intellectual conversations. My man, I forgot to put that in there. But yeah, I think that having these conversations allows us to open up another lens of each other. We know each other, but can we say we really know each other in our deeper layer? I don't think so.
I think it's allowed us to be able to open up. Not necessarily saying that we didn't want to do that at the beginning, but yeah, we do get to really, really get to know each other. And I feel like the people that I watch, like when I watch other people's podcasts, I might not know everything about them, but it's something about them. I know them well enough, like, and I think that's what kind of can help us out. No, we wasn't fortunate to be able to do other things and become famous or known through other things, and then start a podcast. So this kind of this is like
the stepping stone.
The stepping stone to
and just
whatever
understanding our journey too, like how we made it to who we are. I mean, we don't know every nook and cranny of each other, and you know, there was a life that we were living prior to meeting each other too, even though we've known each other for a long time. So just maybe even diving into childhood things, you know, stuff that we were doing prior to. So I'm excited to see, you know, where this new format or new flow or new whatever is going to go. Ooh, that was a bar.
It was. Definitely was. What y'all, before we wrap up, because I know where that's going. I do want to ask y'all the same question, because I kind of want to hear what y'all got to say as far as like y'all, how y'all been feeling since we started this part, and what y'all want to see through us, what's our vision for us. I would say that.
I mean, for me, like y'all pretty much said it. I'm just here for the vibes now. But no, like I want to see a show where we can take these things that are happening in the world and apply them to our lives and get a deeper understanding of like how it affects you on a personal level, more so than like a generalization of the topic. Because it helps to understand each individual on a deeper level when we see how the things that are happening in the world affects us personally, opposed to just like giving like an opinion about it. It's like, you know what? Like what that girl said about relationships, like it affects me this way, and this is why I do the things that I do. And to me, that's just more interesting because I'm nosy. Yeah. And I'll be wanting to know like who your deepest, darkest secrets and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's more entertaining, and it's also like it can be more informative too, and actually help people. Yeah. Because if I see like a struggle or a triumph that you go through, I'm like, dang, I can do that too. Or your struggle might help me get through whatever I'm going through. So that is definitely something that I really want to see more. And then also like just being, I mean, I'm in front of the camera right now, but just being behind the camera and still like just learning all the ins and outs of like the producing, like on the spot type of stuff. Like that is like one of the things that's like my own personal like goal with this.
Yeah. I think I just piggybacking off of Tote, it's the same for me. This space is completely foreign to me. So just being able to be around different types of people and having different kinds of conversations, because all I do is talk about kids all day, which is amazing. But I would like to, you know, just dive deeper into all sorts of different relationships. And like you said, like how it's affecting me personally. And really just discovering myself through these conversations and through you all, you know, like revealing another side of me that wouldn't have been revealed if I wasn't here. So learning more about myself, I would say, and then like taking these relationships and like integrating it into my everyday.
Okay. Well, y'all, look, before we get up out of here, if y'all have any questions, please make sure y'all DM us at Unspoken with these questions. It could be anything from questions about Ashley, questions for me, questions for Talk or Kim, or anything that you got going on that you might want our perspective on. Please DM us at Unspoken ATL. We're going to start adding them to our episodes as well. Please subscribe to the channel. Please make sure y'all follow Miss Snook J, follow me, follow Tokyo, follow Kim if you're into childhood development and everything like that. But yeah, man, y'all rocking with the best show in Atlanta. We gonna see y'all soon, man. Peace.
Pew, pew, pew. That's what you can say. Like that God made.
I feel she ain't fucking with it.
I think I'm the child, bro.
Shut up, man.
Being patient.
You don't need a fucking kid.
A kid's not gonna make you patient. You gotta have.
You know what I mean? That makes it hard to work with a female in leadership if you're hard to be approached.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot lately. Like, there was a girl on Twitter. She was like, "I'll take any job as long as the boss isn't a black woman."
And that sucks.